Welcome students to session number 27 of chapter number 3 motion in a straight line. Today we are going to study an important topic 3-mark question that is going to ask 100% in the exam, that is relative velocity. Now let's start with the topic that is relative velocity. Now one thing over here, what do you mean by relative? Relative is nothing but comparison. Relative is nothing but comparison with another entity. Comparison with another entity. Then you will able to know, you are able to going to use the word relative, right? So what is relative velocity? We will find the relative velocity of an object. The relative velocity of an object. The relative velocity of an object to with respect to object 1 when both are in motion, is nothing but time rate of change of position of object 2 with respect to position of object 1. Hope that this is clear. The relative velocity of an object 2 with respect to object 1 when both are in motion is time rate of change of position of an object 2 with respect to an object 1. Till this clear? Now moving ahead to the next thing, that is we are deriving expression for relative velocity. We are going to derive expression for relative velocity. For deriving the expression of relative velocity, we need to determine, for expression, consider two objects moving in same directions with constant velocities v1 and v2. We can say v1 and v2 with respect to earth, or you can say relative to earth respectively. Here consider two objects. This is object 1 moving with velocity v1, object 2 moving with velocity v2 in the same direction. There we have mentioned in same directions over here. So both are in same direction. Object 1 velocity v1, object 2 velocity v2. Here the position coordinates of objects, two objects. The position coordinates of two objects are x10 and x20 at time instant t is equal to 0. At your initial position t is equal to 0 seconds, your position coordinates are x10 and x20, and x1t and x2t at time instant t is equal to t seconds. Till this clear? Moving ahead. Now I am giving you an example. Velocity, that we already know that change in position is also known as what? Displacement. Yes or no? Change in position, or you can say displacement, divided by total time taken. Is this clear? Now if I want to ask that if this is velocity v, then change in position is final position minus initial position. This is your final position. This is your initial position. Final time instant t, initial time instant 0. So my answer is v is equal to x minus x naught divided by t. So my answer is vt, that is equal to x minus x naught. So I can get the equation for x, that is equal to x naught plus v naught t. Vt you can say. If I send this side, then x is equal to x naught plus vt. This is my equation. So I can write over here two equations from this equation. Remember, the very first equation will be x1 of t for object 1, that is nothing but x1 of 0 plus velocity v1 t. Second equation, that is x2 t, that is equal to x2 0 plus v2 t. This is your equation 1, this is your equation 2. I am using subtracting equation 1 from equation 2. So what we are going to get, x2t minus x1t. I am subtracting x1t from x2t. So x2t minus x1t, that is equal to, what is the equation of x2t? x2 0 plus v2t minus what is the equation for x1t? That is x1 0 plus v1t. Is this clear? So I am going to get x2t minus x1t, that is equal to x2 0 plus v2t minus x1 0 minus v1t. This minus will enter inside. So I am going to get x2t minus x1t, that is equal to x2 0 minus x1 0. I am separating this initial condition terms. Yes or no? Plus I am going to get is what? I do have two terms with me. First is v2t and second term is minus v1t. Is this clear? So again, if I am going to more precise, this x2t minus x1t, that is equal to x2 0 minus x1 0 plus, I can see t common over here, so I can get v2 minus v1 into what? T. Is this clear? Hope is this clear? Yes. Now moving ahead to the next statement. Okay, fine. We do have the equation with us, that is x2t minus x1t, that is equal to x2 0 minus x1 0. Yes or no? Plus bracket v2 minus v1 into t. If I send this side, so I am going to get x2t minus x1t minus x2 0 minus x1 0, that is equal to v2 minus v1 into what? T. Is this clear? If I will open, I will get x2t, this term, and I am taking this x2, so minus x2 0. Is this clear? Fine. Again, if I am taking out this minus, and this I am taking x1t, so this is plus. So for plus, I need to keep this minus, and this minus will become plus, that is x1 0. Is this clear? That is equal to v2 minus v1 into t. Or I can write, this is nothing but, I do have one term for this. This is nothing but displacement of object 2. Displacement of object 2 in time t. Is this clear? Minus, this is nothing but what? Displacement of object 1. Displacement of object 1 in time t. Is this clear? That is equal to, I do have v2 minus v1 into t. Is this clear? Now displacement of object 2 in time t minus displacement of object 1 in time t, or I can represent this two combined as displacement of object 2 with respect to object 1 in time t, that is equal to v2 minus v1 into t. Suppose I will send this t downwards, so I am going to get displacement of object 2 with respect to object 1 divided by time t that is equal to v2 minus v1. So this time t has came down. Now displacement upon time is nothing but what? Velocity. So I can write that this is nothing but relative velocity of object 2 with respect to object 2 with respect to object 1, that I got v2 minus v1. This I can represent it as v21, relative velocity of object 2 with respect to object 1, that is equal to v2 minus v1. This is my required equation for relative velocity. Is this clear? Moving ahead, we are having relative velocity of object 2 with respect to object 1, denoted by letter v21, that is equal to v2 minus v1. This we have derived recently. Clear? Similarly, if I want to find out relative velocity of object 1, here it was object 2 with respect to 1. I want to find object 1 with respect to object 2. Then I am going to get v12, relative velocity of object 1 with respect to object 2, that is equal to difference of velocity of 1 and velocity of 2 with respect to earth. Hope till this clear what is exactly relative velocity and how to find out relative velocity of two objects. Okay, next we are moving to the topic, that is analysis of relative velocity with position time graph. We are moving to the next topic, that is analysis of relative velocity with position time graph. With position time graph. So moving to the next very important theory, what is analysis of relative velocity with position time graphs. The very first, that is the relative velocity that is denoted by letter v21, relative velocity of object 2 with respect to object 1, that is nothing but v2 minus v1, may be positive, may be 0, positive and negative. Now we are going to study the cases for 0, positive and negative one by one. Now we are finding out the very first case 1, when two objects are moving with same velocities in same direction. This is their case 1. Clear? That is, if they are saying that the same velocity and same direction, so I can say that v1 is equal to v2. So relative velocity v21 is nothing but what? v2 minus v1. As v1 is equal to v2, I can state v1 instead of v2. I can write v1 because v1 is equal to v2. Both are same. So v1 minus v2 is equal to 0. Implies relative velocity is 0 over here in this case. Clear? If relative velocity is 0, the distance between two objects remains constant throughout their motion. Clear? Means they are constant distance apart throughout the motion. Second, the position time graphs for two objects are straight parallel lines. Here, these are the very two important point of the case 1, that is when two objects are moving with same velocities in same direction. Hope this is clear. Fine. Now the next we are going to see in this is only if this velocity 0, what happens? If relative velocity is 0 means they move with a constant distance through entire motion and the graphs are straight parallel lines. I can give the proof of that. We are having equation x2t minus x1t, that is equal to, right now only we have derived x20 minus x10 plus bracket v2 minus v1 into t, right? If I have already discussed v1 is equal to v2, then v12 or 21, that is v2 minus v1, that is v1 minus v1, that is what? 0. So instead of this term, what I will substitute? Instead of this term I will substitute 0. So I am going to get the equation with v, that is equal to x2t minus x1t, that is equal to x20 minus x10 plus 0 into something is going to be what? 0. So my final equation I am going to get, that is x2t minus x1t, that is equal to x20 minus x10. Means whatever is the distance between two initial positions of the object will be same throughout the motion at any time instant. We can plot the graphs for the same. Hope this is clear to you all. Now we are plotting the graph for the case 1. Graphs for case 1 we are plotting. We will take position time axis. Position we are taking in meters. Time we are taking in seconds. This is your x-axis. This is your y-axis. Here. Now they have told that at time, this is your time t is equal to 0 seconds. Let us take 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Here I am considering the first position. Remember x10 I am considering to be 10 meters. x2 I am considering initial position of the second object to be 30 meters. Then according to that I am going to get x20 minus x10, difference between them, that is 30 meters minus 10 meters. That I am going to how much get? 20 meters. And as we know that if v21 is 0, then your x2t minus x1t, that is equal to x20 minus x10, that is going to be what? 20 meters. Means distance is going to be same 20 meters. Now let us plot over here. Can you see 10 meters? So this is my what? x10 considering to be 10 meters. Yes. And I do have, that is x2. So let us consider this to be x20. That is how much? 30 meters. Am I right? 30 meters. So if again I am going to get straight line over here. Clear? Distance between these two will be 20 meters at any time instant. We can check. You are going to get 20 meters only. This is your object 1. This is your object 2. It's moving with velocity. You can consider that they are moving with velocity 5 meter per second. Object 1 is moving with 5 meter per second and object 2 is moving with 5 meter per second. So the relative velocity, that is implies v21, that is equal to v2 minus v1. 5 minus 5, your answer is how much? 0 meter per second. Is this clear? So v2 I can consider plot over here 5 meter per second and I can plot v1 to be what? 5 meter per second. I can observe one thing. What I can observe one thing? Distance distance between two objects, distance between two objects remains constant throughout motion, remains constant throughout motion. Till this clear? Whole this graph is perfectly clear. Okay, moving to the next case. Next case we do have with us is case number 2. Next case we do have with us is case number 2. Second case we are going to study. When v2 is greater than v1 or relative velocity concept. Relative velocity is nothing but what? v2 minus v1. And if v2 is greater than v1, so bigger number minus smaller number is positive always. Clear? So we are going to study when v2 greater than v1 or relative velocity v2 minus v1 is positive. Again we do have the equation with us. Which equation we do have with us? That is x2t minus x1t, that is equal to x20 minus x10 plus v2 minus v1 into t. If this is positive, something positive multiplied by time with this is going to be more than this. Yes or no? This value is going to be what? More. And this is going to be less. Yes or no? So you can say that x2t minus x1t increases by an amount. How much amount? This much. v2 minus v1 for every second, for after every second. Here means, see, if t is 1 second, then one time this will be added to this 2, then twice, 3, then thrice. So you can say that is x2 minus x1t increases by amount this much, because these two are going to be same, but this amount is changing. So x2 minus x1t increases by an amount v2 minus v1t after every second. Means 1, it is one time added, 2 times added, 3 times added, and if you subtract you will get this difference only, v2 minus v1t for every second. Still this clear? So x2t minus x1t increases by an amount v2 minus v1 after every second. So you can say that the position time graphs moves apart as x2t minus x1t increases after every second. It increases. It will move like this. It's never going to meet. Let us plot the graph. The graph will plot like this. This is your time axis in seconds. This is your position axis in meters. Here we can consider this to be your x10. This we can consider to be your x20. They will never going to meet. They are going to move apart. Like this. They are never going to meet. This is your object 1. This is your object 2. You can put one frame over here. Distance, you are able to see that it is increasing. x2t minus x1t increases by an amount. What amount? v2 minus v1 after every second. Till this clear? You can name this figure. Figure is position time graph for condition. Which condition? v2 greater than v1. Is this clear? Hope it is perfectly clear. Moving ahead to the last case, when V2 is less than V1. Moving to the last case we do have, that is case number 3, when V2 is less than V1, or you can say relative velocity. We are having relative velocity. What is relative velocity formula? V2 minus P1. Here V2 is less than V1. This is more and this is less. So less minus more is going to give you what? Is negative. Is this clear? Now let us plot the graph over here and then we'll write the theory for that. Let us plot the graph over here. Suppose we are plotting a graph over here like this. This is your position in meters. This is your time in seconds. Clear? We are considering the two objects. First we will take x1 0. This is your object 1. You can say object 1, and this is, we can consider to be, this is your object 2. Object 2. X position is x2 0 over here. Is this clear? This point is known as meeting point. This point is known as meeting point. At this point your x1t, that is equal to x2t. Means at this instant both positions are same. Clear? This is the position where they meet. This is the position where they meet. Clear? So this is, you can say, meeting point. Same position you can say, and here you can say time for meeting. Is this clear? Here you will able to notice that, here you will able to notice one thing. x2 is more, x1 is less. So here you will able to write that x2t minus x1t is positive. Is positive? Yes or no? Here you will able to check, this is object 2 here and this is your object 1. So object 1 is more and object 2 is less. This is your x1t, you can say, and this is your x2t. Here you will see that your x1t is more as compared to x2t. So your x2t minus x1t, less or minus bigger value, your answer will be what? Less than 0, means this is negative. This is negative. One thing you will able to observe over here, that is in this state you will able to observe that it's decreasing. Yes or no? It is decreasing. So here you will able to notice that you have to write first point. I am explaining to the graph only entire theory. Here the x2t minus x1t is positive and decreasing till they meet at x1t, that is equal to x2t. It is decreasing till they meet. Meeting point is over here. It is maximum over here, then it starts decreasing. Though it is positive, it is decreasing. When they meet, it's minimum. It's minimum. Here you will able to see that it's minimum. Here and here you will find it is maximum. Is this clear? Now what happens after meeting? You will able to notice this. Here it was minimum. Now it has started increasing. So here you can write. What you can write? Here x2t minus x1t is negative and starts increasing after meeting at x1t, that is equal to x2. Till, hope it is clear perfectly. This is a reference, that is 0. Figure I can mention what? This is position time graph. Position time graph for V2 less than V1. Till this is perfectly clear, the last case. Thank you so much. We'll see more topics into the next session.